I have been inspired to make this video about a 96-year-old woman I met in Trout River, Newfoundland. She recently passed away at 96 years old, and her niece messaged me asking for a copy of the interview, and I thought it was a great opportunity to make a video about her in tribute to her and the lovely town where I met her. So I'm in a place called Trout River, and I walked into a pub. It's called the Rusty Jigger, and I asked if I could park my car and sleep the night and use the bathroom, and they said, "Sure, love, do you need anything else?" This is the lovely couple that let me stay at their bar outside. I came in and I said, "Can I stay outside?" And they said, "Yeah, sure." You didn't even think about it, did you? Come. But guess what? It's a video.
Hey!
Say hello. Hello. Whatever you want to do.
Newfoundland.
Yeah. You gonna get a ball in or what?
Hey, it wouldn't nerve for you to do that because he never done your fucking mom.
Oh! Oh!
Will you shut up? Will you turn that camera off?
It's not on. I'm just holding it like this for fun. It was so fancy too. His face. So at the bar last night, they were talking about the places in the town, and they were like, "Oh yeah, downtown we used to do this, and downtown we used to do that." And I was like, "Downtown where? Like, this place is too small to have a downtown." Anyway, they're talking about, so the houses by the water are downtown. The houses on the hill are not downtown. But you're Scottish. Your ancestry is Scottish. Both mum and dad, or just
mom.
Just mum. And your dad?
English. He come from England.
What are some things that have changed here since you've lived here in Trout River?
Everything. It was only a little track here when I came here from Rockin. There's not very many people here now. When my children went to school, there's 325 kids in there.
Yeah.
And now there's less than 100.
Yeah.
And what would you say the main reason is for that? Like,
Well, education.
yeah.
When they come to school now, when they pass it to grade 12, they're gone.
Because there's no work.
No work.
That's why.
And the fishery's all screwed up.
Well, I know. I heard about that.
Yes, mine, it's ridiculous. One time you could go out and get out, you could go out anytime after 8 o'clock in the morning, you could go up around the beach, we call it, and someone there with probably a boatload of salmon. Do you want salmon for your dinner? Or do you want salmon for your supper? Whatever the case might be, pass it out to you, it never costs a cent. And now they're not allowed to keep one. If they catches it, they gotta let it go.
It seems like to me they're trying to take over the small fishermen. Is
Yes.
that right?
Exactly.
Yes, they're trying to get them out of there.
They want to commercialise everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about community feel and atmosphere? Has that changed?
Yes.
Yes, big
Quite a
time.
bit.
Yeah. How so?
They don't visit anybody. Nobody visits anybody anymore. First thing I found made a big difference was telephone. Instead of going to visit somebody, you phoned. See how they were.
Sure. Yeah.
That was the first big change. But then when television's come, that took the lead.
Did you notice things changing quite quickly after
Yes.
the television?
Almost overnight.
Of course, we hear about
Yes.
the TV changing things, but we don't remember actually. I remember the internet.
Yeah.
And then the internet.
Yeah.
Can I ask? I mean, back in your day, it wasn't common for a woman to be interested in politics.
Indeed, it was not. But I was.
She was involved in everything.
So you were the woman to talk to.
Yes.
It didn't matter what kind of a meeting, government or no government or community meeting or whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was a mother too then. But if I had something coming up, my husband, he said, "Go on, I'll take care of the kids."
So you were more interested than he was.
Oh,
In
yes.
some ways.
Yeah. And he never ever said a cross word to me in his life.
You remember him, right?
Yeah, I remember him. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember him. He was a torment little bugger.
What does that mean?
That means he used to always like pinch your face and stuff like that. Or
Yeah.
all on your ear. Every time you see him on the street, that's what he used to do.
But he loved children. See?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But he used to be a torment,
He really
yes.
loved children, I'll tell you.
But he was a nice man, yes.
Yeah, and you could tell they
Yes.
had a big love.
Yes, they had a big love for him. They had a lot of love to give.
He was away so much, working. And when he'd come home to stay for until the navigation opened again, where he went, me and the 2 children went, night or day.
Correct.
I had it hard growing up, but I married a good man. I had him for 50 years. If I could get him back, I would.
Yeah, wow. Of course.
That was the best part of my life.
Yeah.
I dreamt of him before I got here,
Yeah.
and he was the first one I seen, and I knew it was the one I dreamt about.
Really? Wow. Like, instantly?
Instantly.
Did he have that feeling too?
Yeah.
And how long until
The
you...
minute he laid his eyes on me.
Well, you can see him in a few years, huh? 6 years?
Yeah.
Make it to 100?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Do you believe in heaven?
Oh yes, and that I do.
So you'll see him there then?
And when I came here, the church used to be packed full.
Yeah.
Now that was in 1942 I come here.
People don't want to go on the Sunday.
They might go too much dope, too much drinking. Well, I'll tell you, when I lived down in Green Island Cove, me and my father used to walk up to what we call Sandy Cove, Savage Cove, for communion Sunday mornings. And any Sunday, well, then you only got the minister about twice a year because they had to walk from community to community.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get around because time didn't allow it. And we used to walk up there when any Sunday morning that we was all home, when we get up and everybody get ready for Sunday, we call it. He took one child on each knee and the rest just stood up around the end of the table and he got the hymn book and he sang hymns, so my mother had dinner with him.
Every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
Because you couldn't have mass. No.
And he never went to school in his life. Never went inside the school door to go to school. But he could read the Bible from cover to cover.
How?
I don't know.
So I feel like I literally know everybody in this town because I just went to see the oldest lady in the town, interviewed her, and then across the street, just over here on the left-hand side, you got some guys building a duplex and walked past. They're like, oh, hey, Monica, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. How's your night? Blah, blah, blah. So awesome.